I'm gonna take the filter off the light because it's really dark in here. There we go. Should probably be looking for snakes too, because I don't think people come in here too often. Hello kids, how's everybody doing today? Tenpa Steph here. We are in beautiful Paknam, Thailand. Ooh, Paknam. I know the only reason I think that that town name would be familiar to anybody outside of the area or outside of the country would be because one like really sketchy thing the French tried to do a long time ago. We're gonna explore that today. It's on that island over there. So this is an island in the middle of the Mae Nam Chao Phraya. So we have one bank of the Mae Nam Chao Phraya, we have the other bank over here, and we are going to the island in the middle. So what the French did was, you know, French had their whole Indochina thing going on in kind of the middle of the 19th century. And so they had Vietnam, they had parts of Cambodia, parts of Laos. They kind of wanted a monopoly. They wanted Thailand too. Thailand famously never conquered by European colonial power. The only colonial occupation would be that of Japan during the Second World War when Japan invaded Thailand, and then Thailand was allies with Japan. But we're pretty far outside the city, so it did take 6 miles of walking, plus 2 subway trains, plus a sky train, plus a boat. And the boat only cost 10 cents. So like, how do we feel about 10-cent boats? Normally, avoid them. Avoid 10-cent boats because they should cost more than that, but it wasn't too bad. So there's a nature trail here. I think that's what we're gonna be up to. And then we're gonna check out a really cool fort where the amazing Thai Navy tried to do everything they could to mess up the French's plans, but things don't always go that way, do they? And we're gonna learn why. Really peaceful. I mean, there's somebody mowing over there, but there's planes. We're still in Bangkok. We're further south from the main part of the city. We're almost to the Gulf of Thailand. So the Gulf of Thailand is just downriver from us, but it is a lot quieter here. It's away from the modernity of Bangkok because it's a freaking modern city. The SkyTrain I just took, it's, you know, the nicest public transport I've ever been on. It's really classy stuff because there are a lot of wealthy people in Bangkok that want to utilize those services. We are south from that though, so a little quieter, a little more relaxed, and I can hear the birds. So I'm excited, and we're at the fort, so let's check it out. I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess it wasn't this. This is the armory. Big open space. And there's nobody here. There's nobody on the island. There's a couple of guys that I think are Navy people that live here, that kind of take care of it, and I asked them, do I need a ticket? Do I need anything? They said no. So, oh, and this looks to be quite old. Is this a figure, what's it called on a ship? You know? Because that's not a Buddha, is it? Oh, on a mast? Check that out, that's sick. Uh-oh. I didn't break it. I didn't. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't. So the incident, the Paknam incident, it was 1893. Like I said before, the French were all up in Indochina. They wanted Thailand, they wanted Cambodia, they wanted Laos, and they had come to an impasse with the king, with the government in Thailand, of we want these certain concessions made, and if they don't, we're going to attack. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're not. But just in case, let's really reinforce everything. So here in the estuary at the mouth of the Mae Nam Chao Phraya, there's a bunch of forts, or there was a bunch of forts. And one of them is the one we're at here. So it's Fort Pi Sua Samut? Pi Sua Samut, I believe. And it was one of the two really, really modern forts. In fact, it was brand new and well equipped with British artillery. So we have British Armstrong guns that are here, and there's one right over there. So we're gonna go check them out. And they were supposed to be, the modern forts that had that British artillery was supposed to be, you know, your kind of last stance of defense. So what the Thais did is at the mouth of the river, they set up a bunch of old ships. They didn't have a lot of a modern navy, as we would call it. They had European commanders of modern European navies advising as they were kind of in that transitional stage from their royal barges to modern warships like they have now. The Thai Navy is incredibly powerful. All right. 1893, things aren't going well. The French say, okay, well, we're gonna come in anyway. We have an embassy here. We have a ship in dock. We're coming through this blockade. We don't care. And the Thais obviously said, no, this is an invasion. Well, they sent ships anyway. The French sent gunships up the Chao Phraya River to Bangkok and aimed their guns at the royal palace. And what they wanted was all of Laos, what is Laos, which Thailand was in possession of. They wanted a lot of Cambodia, which Thailand was in possession of. And they wanted parts of Thailand, which obviously was Thai. So the incident, again, they tried their best. We're dealing with a modern French Navy with warships and a culture and a military that is just coming out of coming into the modern times, I should say. It really was never a fair fight, because that's the thing with colonialism. It's not really ever a fair fight. And how the Thais had got away from being colonized by European powers had been through diplomacy. So being strong militarily within Southeast Asia, strong against the Burmese, strong against the Khmers, and then really nice and working well with the Westerners without letting them too deep in. And at that point, the French were here, the Portuguese had been in Ayutthaya before, they'd got kicked out and all that. Japanese, Chinese, what? So what were the Thais to do? They have guns on their royal palace. They've been kind of humiliated. We've had a couple of ships take out their entire navy, their entire system of forts that had been preparing for this for 100 years. The Rama I and all that energy of the warrior kings, of beating back the Burmese, really turned to, we're powerful internally, we're powerful in our own community, geographically, but Europeans are a whole different situation, and that's what happened here. With those guns placed on the royal palace, what was conceded was all of what is Laos now went to the French, to Indochina. Parts of Cambodia that Siam was in control of went to the French, and parts of Thailand that were on the Cambodian border also were occupied by France for quite a long time, until additional concessions were made. And they kept asking for additional concessions. I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited to get down into the guts of the fort and check out those guns, those Armstrong guns, because they look really cool. Let's go. The guns at the fort are known as crouching tiger guns. And what that means is basically you can't see them from out there. If you're attacking, you have no idea these guns are here. So you're coming down by the river. You're some battle Frenchie. Your name is Jacques. You have a baguette and a striped shirt because you're a sailor, and you go ha 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 ha. And you're coming down this river. You have no idea what's here. You just see the wall. But underneath, the guns pop up. These were British-made guns, Armstrong guns, the best and the brightest. These are good weapons for the time. The problem was they had just been installed that year, and nobody really knew how to use them. Like I said, we had European officers that were teaching the local military, but they hadn't had a lot of training on these guns, and that kind of did factor in. Probably wouldn't have made much of a difference, but it did factor into the defeat. costumes. There's costumes everywhere. They must have maybe live theater performances or dance performances. That would be really neat to see. I bet all lit up, this would be like an incredible venue too. Oh, can you imagine having a band in the middle, like in the pit here? And then just having people sitting everywhere? That would be sick. Ooh, let's go in here. I guess no entry. Oh, here's the big gun. Here's that first Armstrong gun. Let's turn this light off. A little bright. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. Don't want to mess with that. I don't know anything about artillery. I don't know anything about this gun in particular, except it was made in England. And it's a good gun. I read that it was a very good gun. I think there were like groups of 10, teams of 10 that it took to even reload these and move them and maneuver them. Armstrong. 1884. There we go. Cool. Let's get that light back on. There we go. Okay. Hi, friend. So here it's referred to as the disappearing gun, your crouching tiger gun. And there's quite a bit more information, but it is all in Thai, so I don't have it for you. You're gonna have to look it up. It's another one. Well, let's see if this one has a date too. Yep, so 1884 on this one too. 4264. Oh, cool, here we go. Newcastle. And the other tiger, I think this is the last tiger gun right here. A 6-inch gun, 12.295 pound. Prep 90 pounds. Does that mean the load that what it fires is 90 pounds? I don't know. Newcastle. Oh, it's nice and cool too. Because it's very hot, it's very humid, but it's nice and cool in the chambers of secrets and in the crouching tiger gun rooms. That's one more chamber of secrets. I think this is the last one. These are pretty sturdy doors. That's neat. Oh, that is cool. Still hinged. That's so cool. This gives you a good idea of the battery. So we have the 3 guns here facing out towards boats coming upriver. And then over here is ammunition storage, everything else you need to run a fort. Ooh, something museum-y. A hall of flags. And geckos. So the white elephant was always on the flag of Siam, and then we have obviously the modern Thai flag here. The white elephant is very revered, very special. There was a whole war with Burma because of white elephants. It's a big deal. It's a real big deal. What kind of critter? Fishies. Bunch of stuff in here. Some old carpet. Yummy. Little fish everywhere. Math. Oh man, Thai graffiti artists can be nerds too. They just do math. Museum's closed. I think it was open. It probably just didn't survive COVID. It seems like a lot of kind of fringe things didn't. Would have been nice to read a bit because it probably had some information in English. And a bathroom. Wow. I'm excited about that. Let's go. And a sit-down toilet. This is Falang style. All Western style toilets. Wow. Say no to single-use plastics, folks. Say no to single-use plastics. If possible. Found a mystery path. Ooh, it doesn't feel super stable. It has holes in it. That's okay. We're behind the fort now. A really cool bird flew up here, but I mean, this little, you can't zoom with this camera. So I'm not even gonna look. Doesn't look too safe. I'm gonna skip it, I think. So this is all broken as shit. How far deep does it go? Let's find out. Oh, holy shit. Alright. I think that's where we're gonna have to stop. But it does seem to go on for a bit longer. Whew. Jungle action in the middle of Bangkok. That's always fun. Saw something big jump into the water down here. I don't know what it was though. Oh, crap. Now, I've lost some weight recently, but still a person in a very large body and still very aware of that, of not breaking things. Because that's not how you want to start. I'm on a 2-month trip. This is my 2nd day in. You don't want to fall through a crack in the mystery trail, ruin your whole week, ruin your whole month, ruin your whole day. Come on. When you make the mistake of walking over red ants, you know it very, very quickly. No! Stop biting me, please. Oh, they are brutal. It's 12:30. The sun is just starting to poke out. It's been overcast all day. Heading back. That was really fun. Like, it's not close to the city. It is far from the city. But, oh, this guy's washing his boat. Sawadika! Washing his boat with a lit cigarette in the most disgusting water possible. I love that man. At any rate, we had a lot of fun. Got bit by red ants, saw some birds, went on the sky train, went on the death boat. I have to do all those things again. You don't have to come for that. I don't know, it was fun. I'm gonna put some information below in the description of some actual information if you want to know more about the Paknam incident, with like names and dates and things like that from like real historians. You can go click on those links and learn more and read more about it. If you want to go on adventures on 10-baht boats with fat queer 38-year-olds, then come to this channel, because who else is going to do it? I don't know. The people writing the books aren't doing it, so we'll do it. This is going to be one of the first new videos that I post in years, like 5 years since I posted a video. So if you're watching this and you were a previous subscriber, thank you for watching this video. It's not what my old content used to be like. I'm not doing that sort of thing, but still am. So still there'll be tons of animals on this channel because I love animals so, so much. So every video's, I promise you, an animal. We had fish and we had ants in this one. If you are a new viewer, so your first time watching, thank you so much. Hang out, click subscribe. Let me know what you think. Tell me where I was wrong. Oh, don't tell me where I was wrong. Don't be a dick. Come on. But anyway, love you. See ya. Bye. So here is one of the original standing forts from the Rama the First era. So this is one of the original inner city, island city forts. It was rebuilt in 1981, so kind of refurbished to original photography of how the fort was. So they went back, the Fine Arts Department, and they just set it up how it was to make it a little more authentic to the era, and I really appreciate that. Because of course it had advanced and it had grown out of favor and been replaced, so they have like that nice little piece of the city's history right in the literal middle of the city, and I can't stress enough that we are right in the city here. That's actually, this fort is probably why I stay in this part of the city now, because it's just so cool. You get up in the morning and you go walk around Rama the First fort that, like, the Grand Palace is right there. This was guarding the monarchy. This was guarding the heart of society. This was guarding the King of Siam, my guys. This is a big deal, so very exciting. The Grand Palace structure, it's still here, still as incredibly imposing as it would have been when these walls originally went up when Bangkok was founded. This is the seat of life for Thailand. This is the seat of the royalty, the seat of the religion, and royalty and religion are two incredibly important things, of course, as they are everywhere, but to the Thai people, the monarchy is extremely, extremely respected. I won't say anything more about that. We love the king, we love the queen, we love everyone. And they still are incredibly powerful. If you get a chance to come to the Grand Palace, you should. I've been a few times, I'm not going to go again. But very cool.